Hi, everyone. Mike Gallagher for FullAccessSports.com, and this week's special guest on the gridiron for the Willamette Bearcats. Well, not quite an Northwest Conference Player of the Week, but could have been, like his teammate Cody Pastorino. With me, Dominic David, safety for the Bearcats already this year. 2 interceptions. He had 4 last season, so he's halfway there after 2 games. And just a stellar game, as many defensive backs had for Willamette last weekend here against East Texas Baptist. And, Don, I'll tell you, it's been a real ride for you guys this year. You've got some votes this week. You're number 31 in terms of voting. Everyone's riding a wave of excitement. How are you feeling? How's the team feeling?
It's a really good feeling this year in the locker room. It all started in the spring. We kind of made a commitment to work hard as we could in the off season, get as many people as we could to the weight room, and then as soon as we came into summer camp, we're all excited, kind of have a lot of energy, bring all the energy to practice, and I really feel like there's some really good senior leadership that's kind of the forefront of that lead.
You're also pretty deep, it seems like, almost at every defensive position.
Right, and that's something huge to have on a football team because you never know. You always need guys to step up and make plays.
Well, as I said, you've got 2 interceptions this year. Willamette's defense is playing very, very well. It seems like it's all coming together. Is it different for you this year? And if so, maybe how is it different?
If anything, maybe just the energy and the leadership that we have on this team. It's huge. It all starts with the locker room and the mentality and the mindset that everyone goes onto the field with, and we bring that every day, which is big for our team.
Well, you have to kind of be on the same page, or as the people in radio used to say, on the same frequency. So it's kind of the same thing. And with a lot of the guys that play with you, as deep as they get, Tay Stevens comes in, he plays a little corner here and there, other corners and safeties. You've got to be on that same frequency. I sense that sometimes with you and guys like Cody and others. Is it that way? Is it almost kind of like you know what they're thinking and everyone has their job and no one's trying to overthink the situation?
Right. It starts with preparation and chalk talk and all the film we watch. And basically, we have sign language out on the field, so it's not even verbal. It's just you got to know where your guys are and where you are, and then from there you just play.
You know, one of the things you always like to see is how Craig and I have always said we love the special teams. Coach Scott does a tremendous job, and we kind of see what looks to be a little competition out there. You and Cody in particular going for the extra point, going for the field goal. And is there sort of a competition going out there who can get a hand on one, who can knock one away?
a little friendship competition. You know, as defensive backs, we get a lot of opportunities to play on special teams, and those are the kind of plays that really change the games, change momentum. And if we can get that momentum meter on our side of the field, then that's huge.
Mm-hmm. Well, we mentioned the depth earlier, and one of the things we noticed, especially the last 2 games, taking nothing away from none of the non-starters, but one guy has just jumped off the defensive page, and that's number 6, Tate Stevens. We have just seen him play a whale of a game. I wouldn't have been surprised if he'd gotten some votes from last week for Northwest Conference Player of the Week because of the way he played.
Right. Coach Bubba told us earlier this year that the senior leadership really reflects with the younger guys. So for me, to see Tate come out and play that well, it's really a good thing, and hopefully he continues to work hard and do well.
And I was going to say that you can probably, but you have another freshman as well. Brian Tolles is also getting a lot of PT as well.
Same situation, his mentor this summer camp was Cody Pastorino, so kind of connects, right?
Of course. Well, as we always say, the student is before the athlete, and of course a tremendous opportunity to get an education here, balancing all of that. You've been doing it for 4 years. You know what we're talking about. But where's this going to lead you probably next year when you finally get that piece of parchment that says Willamette University on it? What does Dominic David want to do with that education?
Right. So I'm in a little bit of a unique situation, transferring from Portland State. Credit-wise, I'll be around next fall, so I'm not officially graduating. So I'm majoring in exercise science. So from there, hopefully that'll open up some opportunities in the medical field, possibly physical therapy. So hopefully going that route after football, of course.
But you're done with football this year. You're just going to be back for a little bit more schooling.
Right.
All right. Well, good enough. We want to wish you continued success. Defense is playing off the hook, number 1 or number 2 in many of the statistical categories in the conference after just 2 weeks of play, with several more weeks to play. You've had a great season. All you guys have. Thanks for chatting with us, Dom.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet. He's number 11, formerly number 1. It's Dominic David here, our special guest here on FullAccessSports.com.